happy Friday. I'm from a part of the world where it's quite unusual to talk to strangers, and now I've lived abroad for 6 years in total, and one of my favorite things about living abroad is that it's pretty common to interact with strangers. I love this. I think it's great. Whenever I have a fun interaction with a stranger though, I try to write it down. So today I'm gonna share a few moments from my list with you. When I lived in Florida, I worked at Disney World and we lived in these like apartment complexes, so there was security, so only people who lived there or like worked at Disney could get in. Me and my roommate came back really late from a party and she really wanted snacks from the vending machine. She put money on, her snack got stuck and she was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? She was drunk. I don't drink, so I was sober. She was like, oh, what am I gonna do? So she ran up to our apartment to get some more coins. So I stood there guarding the candy because I didn't want anyone to just come and snatch it, obviously. And then these three guys came by and they were kind of like, what are you doing like standing here? It's like really late. And I was just there like, we're trying to get candy and it got stuck, so you know, I'm just waiting here. And I think they kind of saw me as a damsel in distress because they were like, we're gonna fix this. So these three guys just started like beating this machine up, not like breaking it, but like they were like rocking it and doing all these things to get it out. I feel like that's a pretty good thing to do for a stranger, you know, try and help them retrieve the candy that got stuck in a vending machine at like 3 a.m. This next one is from London, probably from around 2 years ago. Me and my friend Izza went to Costa to get some hot chocolate, and I asked for cream on my hot chocolate. We got to the table, I didn't have cream on it, and I had a long conversation, mostly with myself, whether I should go and ask for the cream or not. I was like, I don't want to be that annoying customer. And when I left and went to the counter, like a guy on the next table leaned over to my friend Izza and was like, does she work in customer service? Because I think it was so obvious that I didn't want to be annoying. Not that I would get annoyed if I forgot to put cream on someone's hot chocolate, like not that I would forget that because that's important, but you know, I wouldn't be annoyed, but still I was like, I don't want to be annoying. I think I have a problem. So this next one happens quite a lot to me, but I ordered an Uber and I got in and this guy was like, what? And he was like, I was expecting this like big builder guy called Tony. When people say my name, because my name is spelled T-O-N-E, everyone thinks I'm Tony, everyone thinks I'm a guy. So this one is from about 4 years ago, it's from London. I just been to see American Idiot, which if you guys don't know, it's the musical that features Green Day music. It's a really good musical, by the way, like y'all should go see it if you have the chance. And I was sat on the train after with my friend who's not my friend anymore. There's a little shade for you. And we were talking about the musical and like different, like in detail, we were analyzing it and talking about different, you know, scenes and different effects and all these things. We were sitting in one of those like 4-seaters. This guy was sitting there and the train stopped and he had to, like, he was getting off and he was like, this is my stop and I have to get off, but like I just want to say this conversation is amazing. I was like, well, what? That's so cool. Like we were just talking, we didn't even realize he was listening, you know, like he didn't look like he was listening. This next one is from when I worked at Starbucks. There was a customer who was always rude. Like he had like his own like reusable cup and he would always just like swing it across the desk at me. He was rude, okay? And then one day he like came in and he was happy. He just walked up to the like counter and he took his earphones out and he gave them to me and I was like, what? And he was like, listen. And I was like, because I'm not gonna put a stranger's earbuds into my ears, so I just held them like this so I can hear the music. And it was like crazy, like this like crazy like 80s like disco music. I was like, what? Because this is like an, not old guy, but like grown ass like English guy. Like he was the most stereotypical, like just imagine what a like 60-year-old like English guy, very like typical English guy would look like. I'm not gonna assume anyone's like musical taste out of what they look like, but it was just not what I expected. So this one is from London, maybe from around 2 years ago, something like that. My friend Christian had come to visit me. If you guys have been to Oxford Street, you've probably seen these like stores that pretend they're closing down and they're holding these like auctions for different things. Totally scam, do not buy things from them. And they were selling perfumes. I think they were like 20 pounds for a bag of perfumes. They let us smell them and they smell really nice. I was kind of stood there the whole time like, who's dumb enough to buy this? And then I like, and then Christian was buying it. So the next day we sprayed ourselves with them and then he read online that like they don't like the scents don't last any longer than like 10 seconds and we were outside on the street, so we kind of like sniffed each other to see if we still smelled like the perfumes. Then these like trash collectors watched us do it and they like leaned out of the car and they were like, oh, do you want to smell us too? It was funny. Maybe all of these are like you had to be there. So this next one is probably like 3 years ago. I was still at uni and I was like printing out some stuff in the library and this girl didn't know how to use the printers and she was kind of like, oh, I don't know. And I helped her print her stuff out. She was like, that was so nice of you. Like you didn't have to help me, but you did and it was so kind and I was gonna have this for later, but I'm gonna share my chocolate with you. And she gave me like a Kinder Bueno and I was just there like, This is literally karma. She was so sweet. Like, she didn't have to give me chocolate to help her, but that was great. That was a good day. So this one is more like a super random thing. I worked at Krispy Kreme way back in the day. Actually, I don't remember. 3-4 years ago, I don't know. And the Krispy Kreme I worked at had a drive-through, so I was like listening on the headset for like when customers came up. And this guy literally sung his whole order. He made a song out of it. When they pulled up to the window, I thought they were gonna be super fun, but he was just like, he didn't say anything. Like, he was just like, oh yeah, thank you. I was like, dude, you just put on this whole show and now you're not even like cool in person. Alright, that was a long list from quite a big span of time, so I hope you guys enjoyed my little stories. And if you have any fun things that have happened with strangers that like were super unexpected or funny or just whatever, feel free to share your stories down below. And if you liked mine, please give this video a thumbs up, and I shall see you next Friday. Keep up the good vibes. Bye!